Alexis, recorta Alexis, más de Alexis, Alexis.
Money or legacy is always going to be a difficult choice to make as a football player, but players who have chosen the bag have usually ended up regretting their decision. And ever since Alexis Sanchez left Arsenal to join Manchester United because of the massive amount of money they offered him, he was automatically added to the list of flops who chose money over legacy. During his time at Arsenal, I don't think we've ever seen such a great scorer since Van Persie and Henry, especially in that 2016-17 season where he was easily in the conversation for the best player in the Premier League after bagging a total of 24 goals and 11 assists. But from then, things just began to go south for him in his career. First, he moved out of the club, he joined Manchester United where he sat on £400,000 for 2 years, and the only real highlight of his career there was, yeah, you guessed right, him playing the piano. United couldn't continue to pay the wages of someone who could even give them up to 10 goals in a season, so he was eventually shipped to Italy where he joined Inter Milan. Here it looked like his career was getting back to normal. He won the league under Antonio Conte, even though he only averaged a total of 38 minutes all through the season. And then now to being reportedly released by Inter Milan at just the age of 33. In today's video, we'll take a look at the rise and the horrendous fall of one of South America's greatest wingers, Alexis Sanchez. Today's video is brought to you by YouTube, telling you to please subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get back into it. Alexis Sanchez's rise to the top began with Italian club Udinese where he spent 3 seasons. But his last season there was what really put him on the map. Formed a great partnership with Italian striker Di Natale, becoming one of the most dangerous duos in the league. This duo single-handedly brought a total of 40 goals and 16 assists in just the Serie A. And with the help of Sanchez and Di Natale, they would eventually lead Udinese to their highest league finish in 6 years, also finishing with 66 points, which till today remains their highest joint tally. So after a brilliant season with Udinese, Pep Guardiola decided to bring this young and exciting talent to Barcelona for 37 million euros in 2011, joining Barca's forward trio of Messi, David Villa and Pedro. And with Sanchez's versatility of being able to play in all 3 forward positions, it was the perfect signing for Barcelona. But something was missing. During his first 2 seasons at Barca, Sanchez never looked to become the world-class forward he paid 37 million euros on. And here was the problem. So Sanchez wanted to be the main focal point of Barca's attack, which was obviously not happening with Messi on that team. So this eventually led to him holding on to the ball for too long, usually disrupting the flow of the game, then eventually killing the attack in some cases. And of course, this is not the style of football we've seen in Barca for years. Their play style was some simple tiki-taka, fast and free-flowing football. And also, if you want to be the main focus of attack, you need to be contributing at least 20 goals a season, but in his first 2 seasons, he was only averaging a total of 18 in just the league. He mentioned the reason for his underperformance and the lack of scoring was because he was nervous. Well, fair play to him, as in the 2013-14 season, he eventually picked up form and just started scoring and scoring and scoring. This was when we can say Sanchez started to make a name for himself in Europe. He modified his game, started to play the Barca way, and he was eventually eating good. Coming big and scoring a beautiful chip against Madrid in the El Clasico. And of course, we can't forget that bullet against Atletico Madrid, a goal that could have possibly won Barca the league in a very, very tight La Liga season. He finished the 2013-14 season as Barca's second top scorer in the league with 19, just behind Lionel Messi. Well, I can't just say just. But Sanchez believed in himself and still wanted to be in a system where he could possibly be the focal point of the attack. So in 2014, when Arsene Wenger came looking to sign him into an Arsenal team that was lacking a protagonist, he wasted no time and he joined Arsenal for £35 million. Now at 26, Sanchez just wanted to storm the Premier League, and in fact, he did that right away. But he started off scoring some struggle goals here and there. That goal against Man City was when Arsenal fans believed that their man has truly arrived. A one-time side-footed volley against Premier League champions. Man, I still remember watching this game live. Everything just kept going in an upward trajectory for Sanchez at Arsenal. Goals, assists, everything just went well for him that season. 15-16 season was easily his worst season at the club. Arsenal could have 100% won the league that season, but he and every other Arsenal forward just decided they didn't want to score that season. Now, when we thought his career was about to go into a downward trajectory, 2016-17 just came in. No injuries, nothing, just goals, goals, and more goals. The goal contributions against Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, goals against PSG and Bayern in the Champions League, then coming big for Arsenal in the FA Cup campaign with an extra time goal in the semi-final against Man City and a goal in the FA Cup final against league leaders Chelsea. So at this point, the only player in the same conversation with Sanchez that season was Eden Hazard. But the difference was that Hazard was winning trophies at Chelsea, and unfortunately for Sanchez, he had nothing to show for his beautiful display in the league, which we thought might have been an obvious reason that led him to demand a move out of the club. And to add to it, Arsenal failed to qualify for the Champions League for the first time in years. At this point, we can say the club failed him by not surrounding him with proper players that can consistently perform and take the club to the next level that Sanchez did. Towards the end of his time at the club, it was unsure what the player himself wanted, either to win trophies with the club or just an improved contract. Let's take into consideration that Sanchez was on £140,000 per week at Arsenal, which was way off league superstars. Now, going into his final games for the club, we could tell from his body language that he didn't want to be at Arsenal no more. And with his contract coming to an end in the summer, it was time for Arsenal to let go of their biggest star. PSG started off by offering him a 4-year, £275,000 per week contract. Then Man City, who seemed to be an ideal option, offered him £325,000 per week. Then Manchester United came in offering him £400,000 per week and Mkhitaryan in the swap deal. Now looking back at it, this was when things were evident that Sanchez was just in for the money, because how does a man reject the chance to play for Pep Guardiola at the age of 29? If he signed a 4-year contract with Man City, definitely would have won the Premier League once in those 4 years. But Sanchez went on to join Manchester United in what was meant to be an iconic presentation but turned out to be an horror show. His 2 years at Manchester United was when the horrendous fall of Alexis Sanchez began.
Right hand side, absolute world-class talent. And not only just that, imagine all the tears in North London. Beautiful.
Everything just went bad to worse for him. So where did things go wrong for him at United? Mourinho failed to play him in the position where he evidently succeeded at Arsenal. In United, we saw him move around in the forward positions at left wing, right wing, and occasionally in strike when chasing the game. This man is 29 years old and he definitely didn't have much in him anymore. And the man secured the bag, so his heart wasn't fully committed to football as much as before. Just in his first football season, things just seemed to be over for him at Manchester United. Got injured, became a bench warmer, and ended up averaging just 46 minutes all season long. At this stage, we could tell Sanchez had lost his mojo. Sanchez quickly realized he very much had no place at Manchester United, so he got loaned out to Italian giants Inter Milan. This move had to be very big for him, or else his career was basically over the age of 30. Things slowly went good for him during his loan period at Inter. Even though he was only used as an impact sub, he had 14 goal involvement in 32 appearances during the loan period. Then the loan move went on to become a permanent deal that saw about a 60% decrease in his wage. At Inter Milan, he eventually found form, but unfortunately never broke into the starting 11. After 2 years at Inter Milan, the club is now looking to release the 34-year-old winger to free an outrageous £7 million per year salary off their books. So after 17 years as a professional footballer, what will Sanchez be remembered as? The man that retired Messi from international football, a shining star that took over the league by storm, or a man that chose money over legacy? I personally think Sanchez evidently stained his legacy by making that move to United, where he failed to make any sort of impact as compared to when he was at Arsenal. So what do you guys think about Alexis Sanchez's career? And also, if you're a professional footballer at the age of 29, will you pick the bag over your legacy? Feel free to comment down below what your opinion is. I'm actually so curious to see what people think about this. And we've come to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching to the end of the video. If you've got here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, watch previous videos, and I'll meet you guys in the next video. Take care.